Hi, everyone. Welcome to Ascend. My name is Sydney. It's a pleasure to be with you and take you through the app. Excited to share a demo of how Ascend is different from any other social network you've ever seen and how we really designed a new community that will invite everyone to be a creator and share authentically, share abundance for all of our unique contributions, and just really raise the bar on the standards of creativity and intentionality and how we show up in the social realm. So without further ado, let's go through how we start to play on Ascend. So I'm just going to share my screen. All right, awesome. So first thing we want to do is go to the App Store. You can go to the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store, and you want to look for Ascend Community. And then, so you see the purple DNA ascending spiral staircase. There's our awesome app, and you want to download and then open. Well, when it downloads, it'll show up on your home screen on your phone. Click on the app icon, and then it will immediately take you to register. So here you want to put in your first name, last name, mobile number. You can change the country code depending on what country you're in. And then when you put in your birthday, make sure you put in the year first. And then agree to the terms and policies, click done, and you'll be taken to your profile. So I'm going to use my assistant's profile for now to do a demo with you. That must be a capital H. Let's see if that works. Cool. So after you make a profile, you're going to have the option to connect to Twitter. We use Twitter to gather some info on your personality, to give you a little personality analysis quiz, which is really sweet. And it's a way that we're going to be able to curate content for you based on ways that you can learn and grow. We don't use any of your data for targeting, marketing. We don't sell anything, just using it in this case to help recommend content for you that we think, or rather that our algorithm that we're going to soon design and develop further knows will help you to expand and grow and thrive. So you can do that by clicking Twitter. If you have Twitter, you can put in your info, and it just is like a very simple process. I am not going to connect Twitter in this moment, so I'm going to bypass the personality insights. But basically, when you see that, it will give you 5 kind of top line insights about your personality. This is from the Big 5 Ocean data set. So right away, I just rated a post. I'm gonna take you to the profile. So this is my assistant, Marie. We love her so much. This is how, when you first log in, you'll be prompted to set up your own profile. So you can have your username, your full name, you can make a bio, visionary, traveler, artist, Philippines, and then just put some cool emojis for her. She's awesome. Exceptional. How do I want to call her? I'll call her Visionary VA. She's so cool. I love Marie so much. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to save the profile. So that came up here in my profile bio. So you'll notice right away a few things that look really different about the profile on Ascend. So first of all, we have content credits, and then we have a space holder for equilibrium tokens, which is going to be our own cryptocurrency that is going to come out on the platform later this year. And this will be a fun aspect of Ascend that will allow us to share abundance and tip each other and just, really co-create a field of abundance on the platform. I'll go into that in a little bit later when we look at the wallet. So content credits are another really unique aspect of Ascend. These allow us to kind of energetically balance viewing content within our content economy. So instead of just spectating and consuming content as we're kind of trained to do on social media 1.0, Ascend is actually all based around balance and equal exchange. So we're not selling any of your data. We're not marketing, spammy ads to you. This isn't pay for play. We're actually allowing everything to feel really energetically balanced. So when you're viewing content that is like a certain amount of credits that goes to viewing other creators' content that's not in the moment's content, which we'll get to in a moment, but is within learning or arts and entertainment content. You'll also see, and I'll explain that a little bit more when we look a little bit deeper. So you'll also see that there's no followers or following listed here. We actually have a totally different benchmark for influence or contribution rather within the community. That's all based on the helpfulness of the content that you create, the relevance of the content that you create as defined by the community. So every piece of content on Ascend must be moderated by a group of about 30 people that are randomly selected that are going to review the content and give it a rating. So I'll give you an example here. If we look at a piece of content, um, here's actually one of my posts. So I want to review this. I'm actually going to look at the content. Let's see. And we see that it's about a 4-minute long video. This is an arts and entertainment. This looks like an awesome concert. Really beautiful, Mary Isis. So I'm going to go back to that. So we see the button here actually that says community review. That means that a post is in review. Oh. Okay, well, that just skipped on its own. I'm going to rate this content just as an example. We have a content rating scale. Number one, -1 signifies spam. So if we were to do that, we would want to flag that as inappropriate content that we don't want on the platform. Or maybe it's a 3, which is like moderately, pretty helpful. 4 is like, wow, super resonant. 5 is like, wow, this is incredible. Thank you so much for sharing this. This really helped me. This is super entertaining. I'm going to give it a 5. And you'll see here that it's in community review. That's that little icon on the side. So if you're getting shown a piece of content that has community review on it, that means that you're a part of reviewing the content to make sure that it has a rating that can define whether or not it gets on the platform. Only posts that have a rating of above a 2 are allowed on Ascend. So overall, we have a much higher standard of, yeah, just intentionality and, helpfulness, relevance, all of these things. We want to really encourage people to be more thoughtful of what they're creating and yeah, and just have a higher frequency within all we're creating. So right now I'm getting shown kind of like all the community review content because I haven't put in my topics that I want to be shown. So let's go back to my profile. Okay, so you'll see that everything is, well, average content value, average comment rating, total community value. These are all defined by how the community is rating your contribution. So even your comments on other people's posts can be rated according to helpfulness, just like content itself, just like posts. We weight comments and content itself the same. So the next thing you want to do in your profile is set up what do you want to teach and what do you want to share in terms of learning. So let's look at all the different contents or all the different topics that are available. Can add some here. Let's see, these are some of the popular ones that are, oh, I love all these. We'll pick a few that feel interesting. And then let's say for Marie, we can pick entrepreneurship. Some of them may come up here, social entrepreneurship, health, healing. Let's say energy healing. Yeah. Akashic records. Yeah. Travel, nature, family. Yeah. Spirituality, consciousness. Let's just add leadership. Leadership. That feels good. And then for everyone joining the platform, we want to make sure that we have welcome to ascend just for launch so that you see all of the topics so far. Eventually, as there's more and more content added to the platform, you can curate through this list what specific topics you really want to learn about, what you really want to be seeing, so that everything that you're shown is relevant to you. Awesome. And this is again ways in which you can teach. So, in what areas can you teach others? And then what are your talents? Are there any ways that you want to perform or share music or art or painting or really anything? Um, let's say painting. So you can add a topic, painting, singing, dance, static dance, yoga. And you don't have to be sharing about this stuff right now, but it's just a way to think about, what are some ways that you can contribute? And this is really different from any other platform out there. Right away, we ask you, what are you inspired to contribute and share? And you have a gift to share. You have a gift to give. What would you like? What would you like to share? And then here's where we can toggle right to what you want to learn. So, what do you want to learn? Can pick some topics here. You may find that a lot of what you want to be teaching is similar to what you want to be learning, or you might find that, oh, actually, a lot of what I want to learn is going to be totally different. So we're going to pick crypto. She wants to learn German and Spanish, cooking, let's say finance, investing, intimacy. Yeah, that feels great. Cool. And then also in these parts, we want to always put welcome to ascend so that we're again seeing all the content on the platform so far, not just in the categories we're adding. That was my mom calling. And then in arts and entertainment, is there anything that you really want to see in here? And maybe you want to see comedy, maybe you want to see memes. And we have fun things too, like dance, hip hop, parody, parody. Yeah, cool. So you can add all that stuff. Maybe like drawing would be cool to see. Drawing. Video, animation. Really anything you want. So we're building a whole new reference library too of interests. And we want to make sure again that we are adding here under arts and entertainment, welcome to ascend, just for the beginning, so that we see everything. Great. All right, great. So now you have a really intentional, curated way of seeing all the content that really matters most to you. And you can change this at any time by going to edit. You can see everything you picked by going to view all. That actually shows all the posts. We don't have any posts yet. So let's see if this changes what we see. So at center, we're just gonna see the feed. Well, we're not calling it a feed, but we're seeing different people's
Good
contributions so
news,
far.
loves. We are now stationing
Oh, there's
direct with.
April. Hey, that's me. I'm gonna rate it. Cool. So that's where you can kind of go through. You can shift it to arts and entertainment here at the top. You can shift to learning if you want to see both or just learning. This is a really beautiful video.
Hey
Oh,
there,
it's beautiful
my
singing.
name is Kyle.
You can see that later. Or if you want to just see moments up here, this is where you can see your friends and connections. Doot. And this is just almost like Instagram stories type content. And I'm just rating some things to get them through community review. Well, community review doesn't apply to moments. Again, moments is just the stories. So then when you go to explore this next little vortex symbol down here, you can see all your topics that pop up, all the content under all the categories that you selected, either under learning or arts and entertainment. And eventually you can see all your different friends' accounts and groups as you start to add that information in. So here's the discuss chat feature. Once you add some friends, you can start to chat with someone. I'll make a chat with me. Hi. And some of our next features we'll be developing in are going to be video and audio calling and these kinds of things so that we can really use this for all of our communication needs. So that's our profile. Let's see, what do we want to do next? Up from your profile, you can see some notifications as you start to take action on the platform. And then you can always navigate to this menu to see your account, which is where we'll have your crypto wallet once we have the tokens ready to play with. You can see where your content credits are here. You can always add credits. It's pretty simple. We have a monthly membership here. Really easy to just add your payment information. Because again, we're not selling any of your data. We're not, just none of by the way, none of social media 1.0 is really free. We think it's free. We're conditioned to think it's free, but it's not. Those platforms make so much money off of all of us for advertising. It's like huge energy harvesting and it's not free. So we wanted to make something that feels energetically balanced and gives you control over what content you're seeing. And just, we want to play in a clear field without interference and without manipulation. So here's where you can read a lot of detail about how Ascend works. We can explain the content economy here. For each piece of learning or arts and entertainment content viewed, there's an exchange of Ascend content credits that goes from the viewer to the creator. The credit amount is based on the average score of the content being viewed. You can skip the content in the first 30 seconds to avoid paying if you don't wish to see it. Moments content is free to create and view. Every new member of the Ascend community is given credits to start viewing content. Earn more credits by creating your own content or become an Ascend community subscriber for $2.99 a month to enjoy unlimited content and additional benefits. So this is really sweet. We're creating a way of, your energy when you're viewing content, it's actually going as a physicalized credit to the creator of that content instantly. So we developed a really visionary way to share abundance and do energy balance. This is really exciting if you think about the implications for this. And the Ascend community is great because of its amazing creators. Anyone can show their support for exceptional creators by tipping them or even becoming a monthly patron, simply by pressing the Show Love button. Tipping and patronage are done in your local currency. Ascend is a community committed to personal development and sharing genuine value. Let's stay positive and constructive. We may not always agree, but we can always seek to be kind and respect our differences, always remembering that we are all much more similar than we are different. We hope you enjoy the community. So you can read more of that. Those are just two pieces I really wanted to share. If you want some support with figuring out how to create content, this is a guide that we created to assist you. It's really a new place to play. It's a new way that we can template, like the new way of creating social posts, So this is where your personality insights would show up if you had connected Twitter to get that information. And this is a fun little thing we have to just show, your time on the platform. We want you to be mindful of the time that you spend here. We don't want you to be on here all day. If you want, you can even set a reminder for, in 1 hour, or if I'm on the platform for longer than an hour at a time, please remind me so that I can be conscious of my energy use and not just be zoning out. Cool. And then let's go to my connections. So here you can see different suggestions. You'll notice that we have a new way of organizing your circles, your connections. Inner circle, you can add your friends and family that you want to be um, really, you know, uh, you want to be notified most of their activity on the platform. So this might just be a couple people, right? Like some of your closest friends, family, partners, things like that. Middle circle would be people that, you still really want to see a lot of their content, but maybe not as much as your inner circle. This might be more like friends, acquaintances, colleagues. And then outer circle might be like, wow, creators that you really love, but not as many personal connections. Or maybe just, farther off acquaintances or like cousins. So right away, you might go through the platform and add some people that you really resonate with, some creators that feel really familiar to you that you want to stay in touch with. Maybe you have some friends that you recognize already. So we'll just add a few for now. Doo-doo. Cool. That's fine for now. And then if you want to organize, so I'll go to your inner circle immediately. So if you want to move them, you can move them to middle circle, can move them to outer circle. And you can start to organize your connections by who you want to see and the frequency in which you want to see them. And then here is where you can see your followers and following, right? But this isn't a key metric of the platform. It doesn't really mean anything here. So we are deconstructing the influencer model of traditional social media that says you can just buy followers and be famous and credible. Whereas here we say, actually, let's really measure your true contribution and have it moderated by the community, by a diverse group of people that can determine if what you're sharing is actually valuable and helpful. So here's where you can see groups. Right now, it would be nice if we could see groups. The only way you can see them is by going to the magnifying glass here. So there's actually quite a few groups, which is great to see. I want to join Visionary Souls. Oh, that looks cool. Hey, join the group. Requested. Cool. Now, say you wanted to create a group. You could create a group by adding a cool picture, VAs, VAs, amplifying abundance. We'll just make a amplifying abundance. A space for visionary virtual assistants to play and amplify abundance. Cool. Now this could be a free group or it could be a paid group. Say you're teaching a course on how to amplify abundance as a virtual assistant or entrepreneur. So you can say it's like, I want this to be a membership group. It's $20 a month. Okay, cool. Create the group. You can even invite certain people here if you'd like. And then that's your group. And once you have that all set up, you can organize your members. You can invite like students you have from other portals here. You can create your first post. So I'll take you through how to create a post here. It's the exact same as how to create a post on Ascend in general. Let's say we want to do a post of, here's a cool post. So I was learning about these seals. Cool. Learning about the Jehovian seals. And I'm asking actually, does anyone know more detail about these symbols and their historical origin? You could add a lot more. We limit the character content to 500. So we're actually prioritizing making videos on Ascend that are up to 15 minutes for now, soon to be much longer. And it's a very visually based platform. And so we think about for this post, this is about energy healing. It's about the chakra system, human energy field. I'm going to tag it as welcome to ascend so everyone can see. I'm going to tag energy field, quantum mechanics, biofield. Oops, not biofuels. I don't like that autocorrect. So you want to think about like, what is this post relevant? How is this relevant? Metaphysics. Um, healing, energy healing. This has to do with ascension. And I would put consciousness. Cool. Now, let's see. I'm sharing this in the group, right? So I definitely want to make sure I always have those categories, those topics when I'm posting within the platform, not just in the group, but I just did that as an example. Now, if I'm posting in the group, I can also have an external call to action if I want on the post. Can be learn more. Can link it with other content if I want. But really, since this is a membership group, I'm going to keep it all within the group and I'm going to post. Post wasn't super relevant to the actual meaning of my group, but you get the point. So by clicking the little gear in the corner, we can edit the group details. We can manage even sub admins if we want. We can have like if you had an assistant helping you run a course, that's how we can have them on here. So I think you understand groups. Cool. Now patrons. So say you're creating awesome content and you want to have patron tiers of ways that your patrons can support you. So I want my first tier to be called Amplify, and I want to give people the option to support me for $5 a month. And then I want to have another patron tier of $10 a month, and that's called Activate. And then I want another tier, my third tier, to be Angel, and that's $16 a month. So you can make content specifically for these tiers if you would like, or you can just give people the option to support you with that amount each month. If people are really benefiting from your content and they want to help you, want to amplify abundance with you, then this is how they can play. Super simple. You can see your supporters eventually when you have those. You can change the plan at any time. And then let's see, we can also discover people from other platforms. So Twitter would be a way to do that for now. Discover people within Ascend, see all the users. You can explore people with the highest content ratings. So again, it's not based on followers, it's based on overall contribution within learning or arts and entertainment. Cool. And then in settings, you can look at our privacy security statement. You can turn off notifications. You can connect Twitter again. You can learn about us, company. You can contact us. You can log out. So that's the whole menu there. Let's go through creating a post. So we're going to create another post. This time I want it to be a video. So let's see, make a video here. This little music session the other night. Cool. And this is just as a test, right? So you can post videos of up to 15 minutes, making music at home. And I'm just gonna free flow. I like for the style of content creation on Ascend to be really different and interactive and engaging. Think of like ways to spawn really cool discussions and engagements and interactions, less about the spectating culture of here's what I'm telling you, and more of what are you thinking and feeling about this? Cool. Yeah, so that's just on my mind as I'm writing a lot and exploring the start of like maybe making music and DJing. So that feels fun. So I could, if I want, post this as a moment, like a story, just like a little snippet of like, oh, like this is a little snippet of my home. Or I could post it as learning if this is like a teaching, if the intention of this post is to actually teach and inspire conversation around learning. That's kind of what it feels like it is. Or it could be arts and entertainment. If it's more, if it fits more into that category, it's up to you to decide. I'm going to call this learning right now, and I'm going to call it music production, healing through music, writing, composing, because this is for people that want to learn about composing music and performing and being an artist. And then, of course, I'm going to tag Welcome to Ascend at the beginning, so this can be included in everything. Cool. And then if I want, I can share this post only with my patrons. I could even link it to a longer video or to click out to a website. Say if I was promoting a course of some kind or a retreat, I could link that here, or to order the new song right here. This one doesn't have a call to action right now, so that's okay. And I actually don't want to just share this with my patrons. I want to share it with everyone. If I wanted to, I could link this post with other content. Once I have other posts, I could create series of posts. And then that feels complete. So I'm going to post it to the site, to the community. And there it is. Cool. If I want to revise it, I can click revise while it's still in review. So now that this post is on the platform, it's going to go out to that group of a few people to rate it and review it to see if it's really helpful, if it's useful, if it's relevant. And then it will go into here if it is. Now I'm already seeing it because this is something that I made, but it's in community review, so other people are not seeing it yet. And that, my friends, is Ascend. And let's see if there's anything else I want to show you. So here you can see all your posts. If you want to make an edit to a post, you can go to your profile, view all, and then this bottom little three buttons right here, three little dots. You can go to edit or delete post, and then update post accordingly. So then the last thing here, when you're in the main center, going through all the different content, you can go up to this little filter scale button here and determine what kind of content you want to see. If you only want to see content that's rated a 3 and above, if you want to see photos or videos, both, or just one or the other. And then again, you can refine the topics that you want to see. So there's just a lot of cool ways to curate what you see. And right now, there's not a ton of content on the platform because we're brand new, but we are starting to build up content. And as we have more and more people on, you can see how awesome it's going to be to have like so much curation in what you're engaging with and what you're allowing yourself to learn from. I'm just rating a bunch of people's things to get them on the platform for now. But again, this brings up a good question of like, really being conscious and present and being a co-contributor creator on this platform. Everybody has something to give, has something to share, even if it's just reviewing content to determine its helpfulness and relevance to the community. So let's see. Okay, last thing, you can share posts here if you wanted to share to say like a text message. Boop, you could share it like a text. Can comment on someone's post. This is awesome. If someone else's comment really moved you, you can rate their comment. Wow, awesome. And can rate it just with a star rating. And if it really impacts you, let's see if there's something that really you can decide to show someone love. If someone's post really helps you in a moment, you can give them a contribution right in that moment. I want to give them $3. And you would just add your card information and do that right away. And it would you just add this one time and then it would go right to that person's wallet. Or you can donate to them monthly. Say someone really helps you, right? And this should actually be updated.
Oh,
Oop,
wow.
to have the new
Hi,
names of the
I'm
plan that I made.
Takara
But I want to
Natasha,
donate
and it is
$5 a
such
month.
an honor to be here on this new platform.
Oh, there's
Hi.
Tasha. She's great. So we're gonna rate her a 5 because we love that energy. Cool. Let's see. Is there anything else here that we want to see? So you get a sense for the basics here. And more features are going to be developed as we have more content, more functionality for chatting, messaging, notifications. But hopefully you'll start to play and enjoy and be inspired to create your unique, authentic contributions here. You're a really special part of the community and getting started just building this new way to share. I think I'll leave it at that. The only other thing is, say you want to make a post that's just like a live video, you can totally do that. Hello, here I am. You can do a video and you would just give your phone the permission to do that. Cool. That should work once you give it the permission. And then that video can be up to 15 minutes. But the other thing you might want to do is just record it directly on your phone and then upload it from your phone's gallery. Might be easier for now. So that you can really time it in case the video goes over length. Otherwise, we do have a way to trim the video. Say we'll just use this one again. And then you can trim it up here. Once you upload it, you can trim the video if it's a little bit long, and you can upload multi-part series posts. So I'm just going to discard that for now. And I think that's it. Just do a few more ratings. That feels fun. Aw, beautiful. So nice to see so many great friends. And I think we'll leave it at that. Yep. Cool. That was an awesome demo. I hope that was really helpful to get a better understanding of how the platform works and how we can all receive great abundance for our contributions and create community and build a movement of a new way to play on social, a new way to create, a new way to share, a new way to support each other, a new way to share and show up authentically. And this is just the beginning. This is just version 1, you guys. We have so much more planned, so much more coming once we have more resources. And, this is going to have a life of its own and just take off because the world is so ready for a clear playing field that we can show up in and create what we're here to create and be ourselves. So looking forward to playing with you on Ascend. We are launching February 22nd, 2022. And I hope this was really helpful. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, or you can also email sydney@weascendnow.com, and I'm happy to help you in whatever way that I can. Thanks for playing.